Somebody lost a glove or a mitten.
There's like 12 different ways you can go. You can go like here and look at stuff.
Yeah, what's really nice is once you get into the field and you start, you know, looking at stuff within. But yeah, we can go up a little.
Oh, look at all these poor trees they chopped down.
I don't know if I want to go check out that thing. Yeah?
That's hollyberry.
I said
You mean those guys?
Yeah, you
This is really pretty.
Whoa.
yeah, it's just like that. Don't sit us in it.
Oh yeah, bamboo. Lots of it. Oh, but nice. I wish I didn't even know that was a thing. What do you mean?
This is cool. The little bamboo.
Ho, 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 ho.
What? This is very Japanese.
Yeah, I like this.
The Old Westbury Gardens. This stream is very pretty. I said the stream is very pretty.
Yeah.
He says he recognized the horn. He can identify the train by the horn. Oh, I remember this. It depends, like every time of year when you come, like if you come in the spring, there's different shrubberies and flowers. In the summer, the grass turns yellow, you know, like it's very different. Depends when you come.
Gunnar Thiel, Nature's Laugh.
It's as old as me.
What does it mean?
They say make sure nobody climbs up on it. No public access.
Oh, look at the waterfall.
Check this out. But I like how like they've got like a doorway, and look, there's even stuff in the water. That's kind of cool.
What do you think of that?
Oh, look, it's like a little waterfall. I guess this was there like when it was more rain.
Leo, what are you doing? You can take a picture with that?
Yes!
Yeah.
Look, see. Look at the front.
Oh. So it does.
Hey, look, a bridge.
Uh-huh.
I see a bridge.
Horace Farlow. Portal Rest.
Oh.
White Danby
Hey,
Marble.
look, another waterfall.
I was thinking it was.
And look at the water coming out of those things.
Nice. Can you see what your picture will look like, Leo?
Yeah.
Right, guys, look up. Oh, I'm being attacked by a thing.
That water is deep.
Leo, it's natural.
Yeah. I'm not going to do it.
I would say don't. Don't, because if you do, we have to go home.
Ducks! Ducks! Far in the distance.
Goose. Took you a while.
Duck! 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 Goose. This is all made out of bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, those flowers look really nice. And I think they're fake.
They're fake.
plastic.
Yeah, I could tell.
I'm looking at it, it's like, yeah, they're fake.
It's the Monet bird. It's supposed to look like Giverny. Giverny?
Oh, look, koi. Look at the koi.
Oh my god, cool! Perfect.
Wow, they're huge.
Oh my god. Whoa, look at them.
They're so big.
Hi fishes.
I think they're expecting us to feed them.
People probably do.
People probably give them bread.
Aw, but I don't have nothing for you, puppies. Nothing for you. And look at
that orange one. Look at that orange one. That
I like this golden orange one right here.
Yeah, me too. Oh, look, a catfish.
Yeah.
Man, that guy's huge.
Is that a catfish or I think that's a koi.
No, that's
They're all koi fish.
Man, that black koi fish, the one that with the white.
I would love to have enough land. I would love to have enough land to have a koi pond. I always remember hearing this story. I think I found it on Imager. And it was all about how this guy bought this property and he had this pond on it. And
Oh, look at the sculpture over here.
Please watch your step while crossing the bridge.
Huge. Look at that clip. That one's huge.
Oh my God. He's got to be like 30 pounds, that fish.
Wow.
Look, ducks.
Looks like a catfish.
Look, ducks. They're everywhere. The ducks are everywhere.
If I'm going to eat, I'm eating inside. I'm not eating outside.
Well, I was under the impression we were not going to be eating here because of it would most likely be astronomically expensive.
So likely.
You can wait until you go to Crocodile.
Yeah, they'll find it. Hey, look. Huh. They have poems. You can't read it because it doesn't have the...
It's a little hard to read.
You just have to be careful with the mud. Oh, pretty. Oh, I need to look out. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, there's some people there. Statue. It's like a painting.
Yeah.
It's like you're looking into a painting.
Got it.
Ooh, I want to take a picture of this with my pinhole.
Yeah, but we'll be here forever.
Oh, that's Jim, I remember.
I'll take your picture.
I was contemplating bringing my
Leo,
tripod
look up.
for the pinhole,
No,
but
look at me. Okay, come on down.
we don't have to wait that long. It's rather bright for a pinhole shot to work.
Be careful with the mud over here.
We should go this way because they have what looks like they have like impressionist painters mock-ups.
Plein air. Well, plein air. I don't know.
Look at the sailboat one. That's really pretty.
Nice.
There's a little duck thing too. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What? Oh,
Go ahead.
Gloves.
I like this. They're so lifelike. I'm getting mixed up who's the sculptor and who's not.
What is this?
Any bites? have an ass kicking for you.
Got it. You can do it by yourself. Why you They're that way.
If we use the Pokemon map, it's a lot better. See, look.
Yeah, the Pokemon map's more accurate.
If you use Pokemon, check it out.
No Pokemon guys.
Yeah, but it shows it's got a better map than
Wow, look at that big white one.
That's what I said.
Don't fall in there. We don't have to.
Look at all the lily pads.
All right, let's go back.
Oh, he moved.
You guys.
I thought he was dead for a second.
I was looking at it, it's like, it doesn't seem to be moving that much.
Hey, there's a stick on the lily pad.
Lily pad.
Lily pad. I
a
know
lily
how
pad.
to say it.
You said lollipop like lollipop. Look at this very purple plant.
Oh, the berries.
The berries. Hopefully.
So smooth.
Yeah.
Bamboo is a very versatile plant, and it's technically a weed.
And it's very
But you
strong.
really don't want it in your backyard because it will destroy your foundation of your house.
This looks like a Frank Stella.
George Sugarman, doubles.
1984. Painted aluminium.
Hey Leo, check this out. They have a whole like sculptural table and chairs.
That looks like a butt.
Yep, they do. Look at this. They have the rocks all like.
Oh, look, you can get a closer look
Oh,
at the
it's
sailboat
also
one.
good.
That's what I was noticing. It's like all the houses across there.
Okay, don't know that.
Seward Johnson Mystical Treasure Trip 2017. Cast aluminum, stainless steel, and fabric. Yeah, don't shake the bamboo.
Yeah, but don't leave the poor.
It's nice
leave the
for
poor
people
bamboo
living
alone.
there.
I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it's interesting.
Maybe a wall of a house, like with the windows.
It says,
This one's called Lakeside Table Number 1.
huh, so there's going to be more than one.
Look how the wine glasses have little ports so the rainwater drains out.
Yeah, because then you don't want mud in them. I like how they got the butter. They got like the butter like your Aunt Chita makes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
And even-
wine glass.
Look, even these have little ports. to
Is
let
that
the
extra
water-
wine glass part of the sculpture?
What?
The one that's glass. No, it is not.
Leave it. Don't touch it.
Somebody else put it there. I guess they must hose it off once in a while.
And then, now
There is.
Right, right.
One right here.
To be able to do fancy painting.
This is Kurtbrill Dona. Very
Dana.
Oh, Dana?
Yeah.
Dana, probably.
Very
Look at
weird.
this one in here. Just like the
Oh, that's the one. Redden's Fantasy of Venus. This is one of the most famous paintings of the Renaissance era.
Oh. Venus?
Yeah, because she's the one where she's in the clamshell.
Yeah. You got another famous thing.
Huh? Yeah, this is like, the picnickers.
Somebody's getting a little kinky.
No, that's the actual painting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's the actual
Does
painting.
look like that.
It looks like that. It's all about, oh, she's looking off. What
Yeah,
is
I mean, who's having a picnic in the nude with two guys fully dressed? It is kind of kinky.
I don't know. Paris? Oh, the waterfall for this one's turned off.
Nick, do you think I know what a JPEG
No, it's
is?
do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog, hot dog.
I just defeated this gem.
Between essence and existence, that's what the...
There was a book of the painting.
What's that?
There was a book of the painting.
There was? Where?
Yeah, there was a painting in the book.
But there was a painting in a painting?
Right here.
Oh, he has a sketchbook.
Okay. Yeah, that's the actual painting. All right. Keep on going.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a
This looks
picture
like
of a goddamn hot dog.
See, there's the other table. Is that the other table? I don't know. Up this way, guys.
It's like Easter statue. All on. All gone.
Oh, God. No, I think we have to go this way to
Yeah.
go around.
Okay, let's go back.
All right.
Are we allowed to go in this?
I don't know.
It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's shut.
Yeah, let's shut it off.
I like the lamp. You know, they kind of remind me of the Kristoff thing.
The what?
The Kristoff thing. We know what the when I took you to the orange
Oh, the
when he did the Central Park and
The
all
gates.
The gates.
Oh, the
Yeah.
gates, yeah, I remember that. I don't think I went. My kids were too small.
Oh, I dragged them.
yeah, for the rest of the subconscious.
That's where we were before.
We already did that. Matt, we already did that.
That was the sun.
Matt, that was the shortcut. No, we're leaving.
No, there's sound effects in here.
It leads you to the statue.
Oh, it looks like, come here. It looks like Jurassic Park over here. Come here. Leo, come here.
But there's really cool sound effects in here.
What the hell? Can't hear anything.
Doesn't it look like the gates?
Yes, it does look like it's.
Leo, Matt, doesn't it look like the gates to Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, looks like a Tyrannosaurus.
There's this weird box. You gotta come here.
That's creepy. Gloria Vanderbilt?
Yeah. I said this was an interesting thing.
I think it wasn't supposed to sound like that.
Gloria Vanderbilt.
Gloria Vanderbilt, Heart's Desire, 2008.
She's Gloria Vanderbilt, probably. I think that soundtrack has some better days.
I don't know. I think it's supposed to be weird.
I don't know. First, I think the sound effect has seen better days.
Yeah. I also think this is meant to be a night exhibit.
Yeah, that we're on.
We're on the night trail.
Watch your head.
Ooh.
Are you?
Chamber of the Internal Dialogue. I can't tell if it's raining or it's snowing.
It's doing something.
Oh, that's it. The Chamber of the Internal Dialogue.
Oh, okay. But that's the scream on the outside.
Oh no, that's probably the one that was closed.
It's snowing.
It's supposed to snow.
Oh.
It's the scream.
He's a little stressed, Mike.
Look at these little chairs with like little leaves or something cut into them, maybe? Leo, we just went that way.
It says warming hut, but I think that one is closed.
Leo, come on.
We were just there a couple minutes ago.
Leo, we already were on that side. Come on. tell you that it's closed. Right. Leo, this side.
You try that. I'm gonna go this.
So smooth.
An observation deck. No, there's an observation deck over here. There is an observation deck over here.
Whoa, something's splashing over there.
It's a bubbler for to oxygenate. To oxygen. They put oxygen in the water.
It's snowing.
I didn't see a sign saying you couldn't.
Hello, Randy.
This is really nice up here.
Where's Claudine?
He's down there.
Hi, Claudine. Those are some really big leaves.
All right, let's go down. Come on. Oh, restrooms.
Hello, random person down there. Smile for the camera. Psych. There's somebody wrote, smile for the camera, psych. Yeah, I saw that one.
Hey, guys, come see the colorful tubes.
Oh, look.
Probably. Look at the colorful tubes. That's definitely during the night, because I recognize that. And there's the light box for it.
It says Rats Foodland.
Huh?
It says Rats Foodland.
Yeah, but look, there's the light box, and I recognize that from the
I have no idea where we are. Or where we're going. It's this way.
Leo, you're not supposed to touch them.
There's a signature on the side. It says 95.
Come on. My hands are getting cold.
Yeah. And go this way. I don't know if we're going back to where we came from.
That's going back the way we're coming. If you want to go further, we have to go that way.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. That's the building we were just at.
Yeah.
Leo, this way.
Because there's more stuff. Where we came this way.
No, let's go to the right. Yeah. Not yet.
Ooh.
Huh. Look at these.
We're
Oh, this is cool.
What is it?
October Gathering 2001. Cast bronze.
Whoa.
That's cool, right?
It is nice.
Ah! Oh, look at the cute the little animals. That's cute.
This just takes us back where we came from.
Huh.
But the tunnels are cool.
Look at this amazing creature.
It's cute.
But it lets out over here by this sculpture.
Okay.
Look at these things.
Oh, look at this one on the left. Oh, these two are cute.
Ah, this is the end.
Huh?
This is the end of the
Oh.
garden.
All right, we can go back around. Oh, geez.
I think if you want to see that Matisse at some point, we have to go across the street.
Yes, we do. We
But
have
I
to.
don't remember how.
These are interesting.
It's really nice to see that big one, if we could check it out.
Mm-hmm.
That it's like somewhere across the street.
Yeah.
And there's like the two farmers with the fish too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That one's cool.
Oh, American
Yeah,
Gothic.
yeah. Like the American art.
Yeah.
The man and the woman with the fork.
Larry
You know what
Steele.
I'm talking about, right?
Leo, come on, we're leaving.
I'm coming. Hey, look, another plant.
Hey, look, it's got like little flowers inside.
Huh.
Here. Huh.
Guys, a
What?
plant.
Okay.
There's another piece over here with the face in it.
Yeah. There's so much, it's hard to see it all.
Hmm.
We're all the only. Where are you taking us?
I think we're walking right up to the lakefront.
Are we back by the lake?
Yes.
There's these two people walking here. Did anybody see that?
Yeah, I did.
We're into Renoir painting.
But this is as far as we can go in this direction.
Hey, look, this is great.
I guess this is the child chair. He's in there.
Here, Leo, you go in there.
I tried putting my butt in there, but it wouldn't.
All right.
It wouldn't
Hold on.
fit.
There we go. Okay. Picture. There we go.
Is that the same lake we were on before?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just on this side.
Oh yeah, that's the restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Hey, there's a person in the tub over here.
Wow.
Dominic the George. Linen bathroom. Now we have to go all the way back around to get out of here.
Can we go to the left and cut?
No, no.
We have to go up the staircase.
Wait, maybe you could.
No, you can't.
Or if it kind of washed away.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, okay. Just be careful. Ducks are like mine. Why did you have to bother my rosary?
Hey, wait, a sculpture.
What's that? People? They're getting hit with these big ass ice balls.
Wait, no, there's more. There's more this way.
There's more people over here?
No. Leah, don't throw rocks in the water.
Leo, get over here before you get kicked out.
So we should try to get through the meadows. That's what it's called.
Christmas time.
Well, that's where.
Hey, wait.
Wait.
Well, we're probably down. Here's
We're
the lake.
lakeside, the Great Lawn, the Sculpture Court,
Hmm.
Museum Orchard,
Well, this we know is the end. So,
Museum Building.
oh, look. On this side, it's like a person
I have no
saying,
idea.
shh.
Let's just
Look.
go.
On this side, it's different. It's like saying, shh.
Is that the one that was
The stream on the other side.
okay.
So we'll go around this way. This way will take us back towards the building.
Yeah.
It's reading.
Yeah, if we told me to go inside the building, what should I Yeah, we can use big one, that's where we were before.
Yeah. Well, that takes us back to what we saw.
So the meadow should be south of
Where does that take you?
That just takes you back where we came. We've been through there. You know where we went through the tunnels?
No, the tunnels are back here. That's going up and around.
Yeah.
But the,
It might just be a different vantage point.
Leo, come back. Come back, Leo.
Come on, hurry. 1, 2, 3. Up and up. Make it to 10. 4, 5.
It would be nice if you could see yourself.
Yeah, I know. How much? Frosting up on the side of the neck.
3, I think 3.
Because it's cold and like.
Some good stuff.
Like a big vase of flowers. Oh, look at these people laying down in the shade. The guy with the rock. Leo, come over here.
Oh, okay.
Leonardo.
Yeah.
You want to go snuggle with them, maybe?
Yeah, we're going back the same way we came.
I don't think it's so this. It's more like a hold down garden. This stuff around here.
We'll definitely go down. Hey, look! This pussy's got my name.
And that thing.
That's my thing.
How do you pronounce it? Think or thicker?
Think.
Think. We say think, but if you were in Germany, we think out. The first E is said is an A.
Yeah.
Leo, if you fall in that water, I'm gonna laugh. You ain't got no change of clothes.
Yeah, be careful. There's no fish. There may be fish in here.
Come on.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. I like this with the
Wall Street guy. I've done this at lunchtime. Go lay down on the park bed. One time I had a headache, like I really annoyed me at work, and I went to the park bench, I laid down.
really the way this oh, here's that one sculpture you see in the brochure.
Oh, this one's pretty cool.
This looks like it could go into Star Wars. It looks like an X-Wing fighter. I thought it looked like an X-Wing fighter.
Careful.
People put coins in here.
Yeah, people do that sometimes. Oh, could you get off that? You're making me nervous. Leo, I actually won.
Well, fuck!
What happened?
I tried to catch this. I defeated a grunt, and then the fucking Pokemon wouldn't get in the ball.
Look at that over there.
Yeah.
What the heck? There's a person in the tail.
Looks like a Picasso.
Oh my god, a bird!
Where?
What's the bird in there?
Hello? There's a bird. I see him. Oh, he's so cute.
A bird in there?
There's a bird in there.
Oh, that little bird that just ran over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. If anything, I can't. Go.
Ew. I wanna see.
Oh my god, it's a big, they just threw a big crocodile in there.
Let's go.
These are actually naked.
Exactly. Let's go.
Mom, come. Yeah. They're breasts.
Okay, so I don't know. I would like to get to the meadow, but I'm not sure how to get to
I think we have to walk this way.
the meadow. Like you see this thing?
Yeah.
That's why they had that big sculpture when you came in. But I'm not sure which direction it is.
I think we have to go. Oh, that's neat.
Oh, that's where we came from. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the entrance. So then maybe it's this way.
Ooh.
Looks like a rock. Is that made of wood? Looks like it.
Yeah.
No.
Snow on my tongue and then
It's like a boat hole.
It says E. Calder Powell, American, born 1986. Short spaceship,
It looks like
inspired by the OLED,
like a ship for sure.
cast aluminum.
It's painted.
That is nice. Are you
Well,
catching
well,
peacocks?
here's the people fishing in the front.
Yeah. I don't know if we look at this.
There's stuff over here.
The meadow.
There's stuff over here. If you go straight over here.
I think we have to walk past this building here.
Yeah.
That's nice. Now, you got any tissues in your bag?
I should. I have one.
Well, I'm not too picky right now.
Hans van de Vodekamp. Sag Portal. Don't touch it.
Ew, yeah.
You're in a museum. You can't touch the art. What did I say?
Irresistible.
Stop it. Oh, look, a guy on horseback.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, this is India stuff.
Huh. There's stuff through the fence.
Well, if we find a road.
So there is a road over there for the
Yeah, I
car
think
park.
we're heading in the maybe. Can we go inside? There's no-
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking of. Let's
I
go.
like the glass stuff. That's neat.
If we could find somebody that works here, it would be nice.
Well, why don't we go inside here?
That is very weird.
I think it's gotta be this way, yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
There's a road.
Yeah.
yeah, the main,
There's more stuff.
Don't know what this is, but I don't think we should walk in it.
There's more stuff over here.
Something smells really good.
I know.
Hi guys,
Hi.
how are you? Welcome to the museum.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Just a very friendly reminder, just please don't touch anything while you're here.
Yeah.
And even though that looks like a bench, it's actually not a bench, it's an actual piece.
Do
Ah,
not sit on it.
don't sit on
But
it.
there are actual benches to sit on throughout the building
Okay.
and upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're looking for the meadow. Are we heading in the right direction?
Or if you go through these doors
Uh-huh.
and to the right and just keep going straight, that's where you'll find the meadow. And on your way, you're going to see the farmer and his wife and two really big statues of bulls.
yeah.
You're heading in the right
Oh,
direction.
Okay.
All right?
That's where she wants to go.
All right.
All right.
Trigonal. Oh, it's cast acrylic. Artinspa. Circus. Susan's window. Stamper's Lighthouse. Scalar Gradation. Bruce Beasley. No. You have to go up the stairs over there. They have a directional thing. I like these things with the cracked pipes. This way. There's a what? I didn't hear what they said 3 times.
Just go upstairs.
I like the cubes and the storm. Bruce Beasley. Intersections. Bruce Beasley. Advocate. Bruce Beasley. Breakout. Bruce Beasley. Cast bronze. 7 of 9. Oh, look. So there's Storm. Advocates. Thanos 1. Outreach. Encounter. What is this one called? Harbinger. Oh, it's Harbinger. Sentinel. Vanish 2. Leo, come over. I got to take a seat. I have to tie my shoe.
Yes, tie your shoe.
Yeah. There's a problem, Leo. Christmas is over. It's New Year's. One more Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Hello. We're upstairs. I walked past this one thing. Uplift.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for you guys. It's more important to find you than it is to worry about where it's supposed to go up and down.
Where'd Claudine go?
Huh?
Where'd Claudine go?
She's right there.
Oh,
We went to the bathroom.
I know.
Bathroom?
No, not right now.
All
Okay.
That's cool.
Oh, see-through stairs.
So what did you say? There's a real what?
Hey, look at these. Does it remind you of what they did to the subway trains in Queens?
Yeah.
And it lowers my stress around like some of the stuff I struggle with.
There's Meadow. So the guy said to go right.
Okay.
There's a sign saying to the meadow.
Domestic
I
parts
don't know
building.
that, but
Yeah, this one go more inside.
Nice to be out while it's still warm, you know?
Well, I mean, yes, it's a cloudy day, but I mean, it's not a frigid cloudy day.
So what are we gonna get
That's where
for?
the fort people are.
Guys.
It looks like a farm. And
Guys,
Yeah,
what are we
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get to eat?
What?
Folded Circle Ring by Fletcher Benton.
Well, we were thinking that if there were signs that said there was a Cracker Barrel not too far.
No.
You don't want to go to
You don't want the barrel of crackers?
Why not?
Cracker Barrels, they have.
Why not?
Because I don't want it.
Oh, excuse you.
Well, I'm sure they have what you like.
Well, I will, you know what I'll do? I'll stop by a McDonald's and get 2 nuggets and we'll keep on going to Cracker Barrel. How about that?
Why they don't have nuggets at Cracker Barrel?
They have chicken fingers.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah,
I
they
like
put like
these.
this little... Leo, why are you stepping in the mud?
Bowl number 4.
It's called God Bless America.
Bowl 5 and bowl 4. And here's a guy over here. He's looking at him.
That looks like Brad Pitt.
I'm gonna fuck up this gym.
Well, this guy... Is it the blue one?
No, it's a red gym. I'm not fucking with the blues.
All right.
Get.
Oh, here they are. Oh, here they are.
Ha ha ha. It's called God Bless America. 20th century Gothic.
Bamboo to grow this tall. They're not even bamboo, they're like seagrass thingy. Okay, where does
That's
it
me.
say meadow? This way? Alright, let's go. Let's go try this one.
Ooh, a cryogonal.
The meadow.
I see more peacocks.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, they say don't fuck with them.
I'm not gonna F with them. They can be very they can be.
Oh
very
yeah, they'll cut
aggressive.
you up.
They can be very aggressive.
They're pretty when they open their mouth.
But they can be very aggressive.
It's coming towards us.
Yeah, but it's because the people are.
Oh, no. Okay, back up.
He's so pretty.
Wow, gorgeous. No sudden movements.
So pretty.
He is gorgeous. Look at his feathers.
I mean, I've always loved peacocks for their beautiful, vivid blues.
Yeah.
But the worst part about them is they're very aggressive.
My mother had peacock feather as
Yeah.
a decoration.
Yeah,
Like in the 60s, they were big. And people would put it in vases.
I have a peacock feather that I got from the Staten Island Zoo.
Yeah.
Every now and then, if you're lucky, when they shed the feather, you can find it on the ground. And if it's on the ground, it's fair game. You can just take it.
It's finders keepers.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not two of them.
I'd love to
That's a
have...
nice feather too. 1 second now. It looks comfy.
Very fun.
It just looks like.
There it
It
is.
just looks like a.
Ah, yes. The Matisse.
Yep.
Please stay on pathway. Look at the koi fish.
Oh,
Ooh, look at that really vivid blue one.
Look at that black one.
cool.
I think he's more blue than black.
No, it's black.
No, it's blue.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Hey, look at that very gold one.
Yeah.
That's very golden.
That's so pretty.
Oh my god,
There's
look
more
at
of the blue ones.
that. Look at that, so much blue one. Oh my god, that is so pretty. It looks like he's turning red. Do Corey play? Oh, look at that baby one. Look at the baby one. Look at
He's
that
a big
orange.
boy.
Koi can get really big.
Oh yeah, this is huge.
And also koi can grow to be very old. One grew to be 200 or something like that, close to it.
What is the oldest goldfish?
You want to check out the stuff?
40.
When do they usually die?
Somebody had a goldfish that lasted 40 years.
Dang. That goldfish must have been lump.
Well, the funny part is supposedly goldfish will keep growing and stuff depending on the size of the bowl they live in. So if you have a really big fish tank, they'll get really big.
But you think this thing would rust or get green or whatever?
Depends what they make it out of. Okay, look at that person like in the.
Oh, yeah.
But they did that.
I think you could go down this way.
But they did that in the park.
Ooh,
Out
sorry.
down in Virginia. Or Newport Beach or something.
It could be concrete. I don't know.
That's
Metal?
metal. Yeah. But it's great, so.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, we should go down this.
Definitely.
These circular things remind me of the artists I think are stuck along South Avenue. So many bird feathers like that look like they got attacked by cats or something. There's some trees somebody just put in for art. And when we came in, they had the trees upside down. Oh, there's those two big people sitting.
Yeah. This one looks really cool. Ooh, the cactus.
I know, but we're going this path, but we're going to that path.
It's not bronze. I don't know.
Oh, it might be steel.
It's not a trail.
Don't touch it, Leo.
But not a good place to be if it's lightning. You might regret being under here.
But it's better being under wood.
Whoa.
Not if it's thundering and lightning. It's
I
basically
wonder how they made this. You know?
rolled steel.
Yeah.
I thought it had better acoustics.
Well, I think it's got big wide holes. That's why it's not really catching that echo. This one's called E. Calder Powell. Big procession point inspired by the Whitney umbrella. Oh, okay.
Huh.
What is it written in there?
The guy painting or painting over here. Yeah. We got a little painting guy. And a green guy on top of something. And then the big people.
And then we've pretty much seen everything.
Yeah.
And then we can go in and get more. After that big building that we started with.
They have that. They do have the Vincent van Gogh Cafe. That is open. I mean, if we want to get like a coffee or something. I recognize this one.
The one with the green guy?
No. Whatever the hell that is. It is very weird. The two old ladies on the bench. This is very strange. And it doesn't have a description, this thing. Sewer Johnson crossing paths. Wait, there's a description. It is by Nina Levy. It's called Centaur, painted fiberglass, steel, and cement.
My God.
That's a big leaf.
Grandma, look at this leaf.
I saw that. I was looking at that.
Why'd you do that?
You like that leaf?
All right. So what do we say, people?
Oh, the centaur.
Crocodile?
This is called Centaur.
I don't know. I see craft beer everywhere. Did you try? It's all over the place. Look. It's a madhouse.
What happened?
Craft beer, I see everywhere.
Oh, food?
Yeah. No, this is craft beer. Food, I didn't know.
Oh.
wanna
We
look
got
food now?
we got to get food before we hit any more
course.
craft beer.
But
Supposedly there was a restaurant in the area that does beer and food. And I'm like, that's doable.
food near me. Open
Hi.
now. If I knew where I was, that would be good. This place.
You know, sometimes when you look, sometimes like Google says, like, do you want that, like, says stuff where it's like, if I knew where I was,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be asking for restaurants.
Stuff this area. I don't know.
Hey guys,
What's that?
there's a cat.
Well, Leo, we gotta go, man.
Yeah, we're gonna make our way back and we're gonna get some munchies.
And also, we gotta get back to the dog.
Leo, your father is
Your
home.
daddy's home. Come. Be careful. That's probably a tree that died.
No, there's a barrel. There's a barrel.
I think a tree fell over here, and that was the roof fall. And there's another hole over here, so let's be careful.
Matt, what are you doing?
Whoops.
No, but Leo, if you look at that hand from this side, it looks like the top of a brachiosaurus head.
Brachiosaurus.
What's this weird one with the guy like sinking into the ground?
This is it. That's called awakenings. Like he's coming out of the ground.
Oh.
See? That's the glass half full and the glass half empty.
Leo, stop making a mess.
Don't you be getting all that mess in your
Sewer Johnson. Awakening. Cast aluminum. On loan from the Sewer Johnson Altair. Or Atler.
Can we go back to the way we came down?
We are.
The one where we saw the koi?
The what?
The one where we saw the koi. The koi.
Oh, the koi fish? We're walking past the pond right now. Oh, the painter one?
The what?
The painter one that was just like
Yeah.
the guy, the painter with like the green on?
Yeah.
That's called the right light.
Come on. Leo, let's go. Leo, come on. Really? That's not bad at all. What's that? Cool.
And it takes us back towards 95.
Okay.
I mean, there's tons of there's tons of like breweries in the area,
Yeah.
but they're not necessarily near where we are.
Oh.
It would be more like we get lunch, then we go there.
Oh.
You could do that.
I think that's a better idea because,
Well, we gotta eat.
Yeah, we could go to that.
well,
place,
if
have
we eat
lunch,
at
and then look for another place
yeah, if
on
we
the way home.
yeah,
Yeah.
if we eat at Cracker Barrel, we'll save money because you know if we go to a place that has beer, that's just gonna be a really big bill.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We just need a little something.
Yeah.
Why are you smashing the porcupine one?
Because I like the country.
You like the crunchy side? Okay.
Why does this look like this used to be a helipad?
Hey, what?
I know, it looks like it was a helipad at one point.
Yeah, but that ain't big enough.
It's not.
I don't know what it could be for. Maybe a helicopter landing?
That's what I'm saying. It looks big enough. It's a wide open space. I mean, it is a little close to those trees, though.
I don't think there's big celebrities coming here. Except the man that owned this place was kind of like a millionaire that didn't know what to do with his money. So he started collecting this art. So maybe him.
I like the guy up against the wall using his cell phone.
Yeah, I thought it was a billboard.
That guy got his trunk with him.
I know. Because he got something in it that don't fit. Hey, look, they got new stuff going out.
Huh.
Huh. Hey, look, they got all that stuff back there that I guess it goes in and out. Huh, interesting. That might be at the warehouse for the artwork. Yeah. Big pumpkins over here.
It's, the humidity is just right that your breath is just collecting on the inside of the mat.
Making it completely wet. Oh, look at this cool thing.
I can see myself. Yu Yang.
Come here.
Lunar Brilliance, 1979.
Come here. Come here. This thing. Look up. Look up. All right, come on, Leo. Huh.
There's more stuff.
Oh, look at the peacock up there.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
He's up in the rafters.
Oh yeah.
I see him.
Oh, there he goes.
How many steps did you walk? I didn't bring my watch. Usually it tells me. Are we up to 10,000 yet? Maybe I have a different app on my phone. 6,068. 2.5 miles.
I got 9.
Yeah.
So sad.
9,709.
What?
Yeah.
Who died?
This school superintendent died waiting for a bed at a hospital.
Oh, because hospitals are so full of COVIDiots who don't believe in science.
Guys.
Come on.
We're going this way.
That was actually pretty good for.
my mind.
I know, but
Come on.
I like to get kind of tired.
That was actually a pretty good peacock call.
Where's your lip?
Look at this thing. It's like a snake in the ground.